Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV with the weigh-in here for Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora live tomorrow night from the O2 on TNT. I'm joined by Magician. You still do the magic tricks?
Of course.
That's how you got me to be friends with you, by showing me magic tricks, probably about 10 years ago.
That's how I got Bomac to be friends with me as well, yeah. Absolutely.
How are you seeing this main event tomorrow night? It's a bit of a crossroads fight for both fighters.
Yeah, I think so. But there's one thing that I'm trying to drive home this week since we've been here, is that Derek Chisora should be a model to younger fighters up and coming. That it doesn't matter what losses you have on your record. What matters is how you fight, how those losses occurred, who you fought, and you can keep yourself relevant. And after all these years, and despite the losses that he's had, he's still a relevant guy in the division and comes to fight, and he's still top of the bill. So everyone's worried about their O and protecting their O, but it's all about how you fight. Because even if you win, what matters is how you win. And if you lose, how do you lose? And I think Derek Chisora is a shining example of that. And I think, you know, it's a 50-50 fight. I mean, for Derek's got no pressure, I don't think. I think the pressure is on Joe in this one, because obviously he has to perform. If he's going to go to the next level, that, you know, the guardian at the gate is Derek Chisora, and he's got to get through Derek Chisora.
Not long to find out. Last time I saw you would have been in Saudi Arabia after Alexander Usyk's win over Tyson Fury. It's been a little while since then, and now obviously the rematch has been called for December 21st back in Riyadh. We saw Usyk's been doing some interviews yesterday, kind of reflecting on that and what's ahead of him. What do you expect to happen come December 21st, Russ?
Again, I can't see it being a bad fight, KUGAN. I think Fury is convincing himself, you know, I won the fight. I only had one bad round, you know, I played with him. And that's what he's going to need to do to convince himself that he can do better, and fair play to him. I think Usyk proved Tyson Fury right when he said he was a middleweight. And he fought like a middleweight, and he set the pace of a middleweight, and he came forward like a middleweight, and he threw a ton of punches like a middleweight. So I think that's Usyk's style. And I can't see there being much changes in either man. Fury might try to impose himself a little bit more, and that in and of itself is risky as well, because you are taking a certain chance doing that. And I think if we saw the ninth round when he got hurt, you know, trying to stay there, he was subject to getting hit, and Usyk is fast, and he's fast as a middleweight. So, you know, there's the pros and cons to it. He can go out there and try to slug it out with him, or he can try to box. And I always thought that Tyson, you know, in our modern era and stuff, is incredible, the agility and boxing skills that he has for such a big man. A big man should not be that agile.
I'm not going to say it's a common perception of how that fight played out, but a lot of people we've spoken to have said that Tyson Fury let that fight slip after being in control of it in that first half. What do you think about that?
I don't agree with that, and I was fighting with our boy Eddie right after the fight, and I don't agree with that at all. I'm not sure what they were watching, and sometimes I think that the judges and maybe the fans don't see the subtleties that are involved in what makes a great fighter. And I said that often about Juan Manuel Marquez, that he was a victim of bad decisions simply because the judges couldn't see and understand the subtleties of how great he was in the ring, and that he can block a punch an inch from his face and punches weren't landing. And I think the same could be said for Usyk. In my opinion, and I had this out with Eddie, in my opinion, Usyk dominated the first 3 rounds, and I defy you to show me where he gets hit in the first 3 rounds. Round 4 could have gone either way, but again, everybody jumps on Fury saying, he won that round, only because Usyk didn't win it as big as he won the first 3, but I'm still not sure he lost that round. 5, 6, and 7, I give to Fury, no doubt about it, and that was part of Usyk taking his foot off the pedal after, you know, gaining an early lead. And then, you know, for me, from then on in, it was all Usyk, and I defy anybody, sit down, forget about watching the other fights or the other rounds and scoring them. I defy anybody to watch round 12, in which all judges gave that to Fury. There is no way he wins round 12. It's absolutely impossible. Now, it wasn't as dominant as round 11, but there is no way Usyk loses round 12. So some people saw it close, but I didn't.
Well, listen, we're going to be debating that fight and obviously the one coming up in December. So, but
and the low blow and all, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that we can debate. Absolutely.
Russ, thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to a great night here at the O2 tomorrow night live on TNT.
Thanks, Kugan. It's a pleasure to be on your show, mate.
Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.